I left you with.
Yo, so what y'all are about to get right now is a real flight attendant rant, because what the hell, by now y'all would have seen my New York vlog. So I'm about to eat some pasta that me and Bang meal prepped. I wanted to get comfortable and eat this, but I'm just too hungry. I'm still in my uniform. The only thing I've done so far is wipe down the bathroom with Lysol, wipe down the areas where I'm gonna put my stuff with Lysol, and now I need to spray the bed with Lysol. But before I even did that, I put my food in the fridge and I pulled out my pasta and put it in the microwave. Okay? Every time, all these lights are glaring in the background. Better. Every time I say, I'm not gonna vlog this trip, there's more to be some BS. This is a very boring rotation. Today we went Detroit to Tampa, Tampa to Detroit, and then we had a sit in Detroit, and then we did a Detroit to Raleigh. Okay? First of all, before we even started, the last flight attendant was late. Everybody has their day. I'm not mad at her for being late. She left her Sky Pro in the bathroom, so she had to leave out of security after she had already come through security and get her Sky Pro and come back. Then when she came back, she got random, probably because she went through security that close together. She was late. So that flight was delayed. That flight had a lady where she was literally not sitting in her assigned seat because she wanted to sit with her kids. And when I told her, ma'am, this is literally not your seat, she proceeded to tell me, well, I'm not moving. I'm not moving because the gate agent told me that we were all seated together. So I got the gate agent on the plane. Got a red coat on the plane. What ended up happening was a couple who paid for their seats to sit together had to separate because this lady wouldn't move. I was irritated about that. Next flight, Tampa to Detroit. Wasn't too bad, but y'all know how the Florida flights are. If you don't know, just look it up on YouTube. Many flight attendants talk about how the Floridians act, okay? Then we have our sit in Detroit. Then the gate agent in Detroit is super extra. She was extra from the time we walked up. She told us if it's a tag on it, if it's a tag on the bag, check it. Even if they bring it on the plane, check it. And it's just like, usually they'll give them a tag and they'll say, if you find a place for your bag, then just give the tag to the flight attendant. And then we give the tag to the gate agent and they just delete the bag tag out the system. So she was already just being extra when we walked up. Then she delayed the flight by almost an hour trying to issue a ticket for an infant that didn't have a ticket. No, that's great. It's good customer service. However, with the plane being connected to the ground power and the freaking heat wave that's going across America, the plane was hot as hell. It was really hot, but not hot enough to where we have to deplane. So we were just stuck in the heat. We had to walk around and give out water because people were literally dying. Delayed for an hour. It cooled off a little bit in flight, but not a lot. We get here, we call our shuttle, and the shuttle's loading 2 Delta crews when we get there because she didn't check the flight number. So she basically gave our shuttle to a different Delta crew. 2 different Delta crews, and we had to sit there and wait. We were supposed to be here at 5:25. It's 7:34. It's 7:34. So I'm eating. I'm out of makeup wipes because me and Babe went in the store twice and forgot to buy them. And I have more at the house, but I didn't go to Atlanta on my days off. I went to New York with him. And there's a plaza across the street, but I'm not leaving out this hotel. I'm not leaving out this hotel till it's time to go. Our pickup time is at 5 a.m. So, I'm about to use a washcloth to wipe this makeup off my face. I'm about to finish eating this pasta, and I'm going to bed. Tomorrow we only have 2 flights. Raleigh, because we're in Raleigh. Raleigh to Atlanta, Atlanta to Indy. We get to Indy at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'll go get makeup wipes there. But I have a layover in Raleigh and Indy. I'm not doing anything exciting. Most of the service is express service for the rest of my trip. So to me, this just wasn't like an eventful trip to vlog. But every time I say, oh, I'm not going to vlog this trip, is when it be like a horrible trip. So I guess I need to just stop saying that, or I need to vlog every single trip, because every time I say I'm not going to vlog this trip, it be one of those trips where I'm just super irritated. And last time I was irritated with my crew. This time I was just irritated with all the situations. Like that gate agent, I've been a gate agent before. She was completely extra. Okay. Completely extra. Let me stop talking to y'all with food in my mouth. This rant will probably be at the beginning of my Ontario vlog. The exciting trip. Hey guys, it's Mila the Wanderlust, a Detroit-based flight attendant for a major airline. Checking in with y'all this morning. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm in the galley. Hold on. So I'm starting a 3-day trip. One of my layovers is in Ontario, California, which is tonight. I have the long layover, that's great. So I'm going Detroit to Salt Lake, and then Salt Lake to Ontario, and then we lay over for 17 hours. Tomorrow I end up in Richmond. I don't remember like what the flight combo is. I just know I end up in Richmond, Virginia. So I'm kind of hoping that this coffee helps perk me up. I shared a room last night with one of my training classmates, and we were up late gabbing because, you know, we don't see each other often. And I pretty much went to sleep at like midnight, and I was back up at 4, and I got on the 5 o'clock shuttle so that I can come to the lounge and get me some coffee. And then the lounge didn't have any dairy-free creamer, which I was like, oh, I really needed this coffee to perk me up. So I just went in to the galley and used some of our little oat milk packets. So I don't know who's working the galley. It might be me, but hopefully the person isn't mad that I did that. But we have plenty of regular cream. I just use the oat milk. It's a 4-person crew. I'm the first person here. I think the A just walked on, so I'm gonna go introduce myself. But anyways, come along with me for my layover. I'm so excited. Here I come. see y'all later. Okay, y'all, so we made it to Ontario. I don't know why I'm trying to do a room tour, because I have to use the bathroom like I always do. So should I do that first? Let me do it quick. Sinky, toilet, shower. I love that scent. We got refrigerator, microwave, ice, and I already saw the ice. Oh, are these? Oh, it's half and half. Ugh. I'll be looking for, every time there's dairy-free creamer in the room, I just put it in my lunchbox. We got a king bed, chair, toy boy, desk. And the first thing we're gonna do is this. Why is this on Ice Age? It must be on the wall somewhere. Yeah. Look at this. 67? Absolutely not. And we're gonna cut you off for a minute. It's like 84 degrees in Ontario. It is not cold enough, hot enough to do that. Do we have a view? Not really. Parking lot, but you can see there's like some stores. There's like little palm trees, the mountains in the distance. Okay, y'all, that's my room. I'm about to charge my phone because for whatever reason it's on like 20%, and then I'm gonna let it charge up a little bit. I'm probably gonna walk down and maybe get like some lunch. I'm gonna try to get something that will last me for lunch and dinner. And they said that we can use the outdoor pool at their sister property over there, because their pool's indoor and nobody wants an indoor pool. So I might go to the pool for a little bit, but I just have to go to bed at a decent hour because our pickup time is 5:50. 6:50, 7:50, 8:50. Oh, that's not too bad. We're in California, Ontario, so it's 5:50 their time, is 8:50 our time. So that's not super early. I think I'll be okay with that. Anytime I'm in California, I always wake up at 6 because that's about 9 o'clock East Coast time. So 5:50 is the pickup. That's a little earlier than I usually like, but it's fine. Okay, I gotta use the bathroom. It's really bright out here, so I can't see y'all. If you can see me, that's great. Oh, you can see me, I can see y'all. So, call me lame, but do y'all remember Ice Cube's song? Today was a good day. And he said something about no helicopter burger, 2 in the morning got the fat burger. Am I the only one who didn't know that Fat Burger is actually a real place? Like, I thought he was just saying he got a fat burger, like a big burger. So I just went to Target. I got me some makeup wipes, some Clorox wipes, because I got a decent amount left probably for this to finish out this trip. But I'm only going home after this trip for one day, and then I'm right back out. So I just got what I need for times to come. But I'm walking down the street to Target. It's 15 minutes from my hotel, so I'm like, okay, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back will be my 30-minute walk. But I'm craving a burger. I said I was gonna get myself some lunch while I'm here before I go to the pool. And I walk past and I see Fat Burger, and I'm like, I asked my mom, because I was on the phone with her, have you ever seen Fat Burger in anywhere other than California? So she says no. Y'all know I'm out of breath. That must be a California thing, because I've never seen a Fat Burger. So I'm like, so California got a Fat Burger and In-N-Out? That's crazy. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Fat Burger and eat there, because I never have. I'm walking on this hill, and I never knew it was a real place. Maybe I'm just lame. Should I not tell anybody this? Anyways, I'll pick y'all back up when I get in there. So y'all, look, it says their hours are 11 to 8, but there's no one here. This is on the door. It says for business owner. That doesn't look good. And there's nothing here. It's kind of sad. Look, y'all. It literally looks like almost abandoned, but I like it because it looks like nostalgic. The last great hamburger stand. That's crazy. Well, there's a grill or a bar over here that I'm gonna try to go to and still get a burger, but I'm just like, is it not open anymore? Are we ancient? It's crazy. I'm gonna ask this bar though that I go to. Obviously, I'm on the wrong side, but this is where I'm going. One of the girls from my class, and she do talk too much. Hold on. Alright, since we got the trio, y'all, we gotta taste all three. Hold on. Meatball. Chicken. Yeah. Alright, I've switched out of my workout clothes into my bathing suit top. I'll have to put on the bottoms. But I wanted to tell y'all, since I'm back in my room, the trio was good. I enjoyed the burger the most, and that could have just been because I was craving the burger anyways. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that meatball the least. Now, to me, the meatball, I don't know. I don't know if it's the seasonings or what. It just wasn't good. Well, the flavor of the meat is like kind of weird. The burger was the best. Then the buffalo sandwich. But I ate the whole buffalo sandwich while I was there because it was so hot that I felt like, oh my god, I can't do it. So I ate the whole buffalo sandwich and then I packed up the rest to bring it here. But I'm about to go dip in the pool for a little bit. I'm not going to be in there for a long time. It's at 4 o'clock. Our pickup is 5:50, which means I need to be walking out the room by 5:40 so I can get ice and get downstairs. So let me see, 4:40, 4:10. I need to wake up at 4:10. So I want to be asleep by 9 or 10. Not just in the bed, but sleep by 9 or 10. And it's 4. That actually gives me quite a few hours. But I don't plan on getting my hair wet. But I feel like it might get wet at the bottom. So I can wash the bottom and then blow dry it. Because I'm gonna take a shower when I come in. Oh, I forgot to get grease at Target. Ugly. Oh, you know what? Now that the meatball is not as hot, like room temperature, not blazing hot, it tastes better. Which is so weird. Yeah, that's weird. But if I come in here and take a shower, then that means I don't have to wake up that early. 5:40, I could really just wake up at 5. Get out, brush my teeth, wash my face. Yeah, do my makeup. Yeah, okay. We're good, we're good. Okay. Yeah. Let me tell you something. My bag, in my opinion, is too small. I bought it out of training. It was the only bag I could really afford. Really, my aunt bought it for me because I couldn't afford a bag at all. It's too small. I can't put enough stuff in it. So I attempted to buy a Ricardo bag from Macy's, but I bought the wrong size. So it just got delivered to the house today, and babe pulled it out the box, and it is indeed too big. So now I gotta return it to Macy's. So then I ordered a bag from Travel Pro, like the next size up. And now, hopefully that bag will do me some good. But I also ordered the tote bag with it. So I think I'm gonna move my hygiene products and my underwear, night clothes, and bathing suit over to the tote bag and my laptop because it has a laptop slip. And I think that will help me out. Because then everything else can go in my suit, my rollerboard. Anyways, let me stop eating in y'all face and go to the spoon. Bye. So y'all, I saw one of my crew members here, or leaving when I got here. She said she had been out here for like an hour tanning, which is really my goal. I always want to swim for maybe like 30 minutes and then lay in the sun and tan. So she said the pool's kind of dirty. There is like some leaves and stuff floating around, but it's really windy. Like, look at the trees. So I don't really think that it's dirty. I think that the wind is blowing and it's just like debris. I asked them, could I use the net to get it out? And they were saying, oh, for liability reasons, we don't want you to do it yourself because if you get hurt, blah, blah. So since I'm on a layover, I'm not gonna go against what they said. But, I mean, she said she would see if the maintenance man is here and he can do it, but when she called him on the radio, he didn't answer, so he's probably gone. Oh wait, he's coming. Hopefully he cleans it. Y'all, he was, look at my stomach. He was not coming over here. He went in the little maintenance closet right there and left. But maybe she'll tell him, I don't know. But I really wasn't trying to bother him. I told her I would do it myself, but she's like, it's liability. But what I was saying is, I don't really think that it's anything wrong with the pool. I just think that the wind is blowing and the leaves are blowing into the pool. I just want to swim for 30 minutes and get out and tan before the sun goes down. It's already like 4:30, so I need to get the show on the road so I can get back in my room and go to sleep.
After 4:35, you can use the net because I'm going home.
Sure, I asked her could I do it.
She wasn't sure. She asked me right now. She said,
okay. Yeah, I said I don't want to bother him. I can do it myself. And she was like, no.
yeah, I do it every morning, but by the time this evening rolls around, it's already...
Yeah, because it's windy.
Like this, yeah.
Okay, he did it, y'all. That was so nice of him. But the ground is hot. Let's see if the water's cold. I was wrong, it was cold. But I'm gonna swim a couple laps. I'll be back. Even though he got the stuff, like he did that, it's still pretty dirty. Like I can still see all the stuff floating around in there, and I just like ew. But mission accomplished. I dipped in all the way, minus my head, which is gonna help me get a good tan. So I wiped off this chair because it had a couple of stuff on there too. And I'm about to put my headphones in, lay down and tan a little bit. And the only thing I'm hoping for is that I don't get bit the hell up. This is what tired looks like. Okay, let's do a room tour. Here's the bathroom. I found it very odd that this is just on the floor. It's a body wash. But I think there's usually a third body wash there. So maybe they just had it there and it fell. But I wonder why they don't have like the regular bottle. But whatever, none of my business. There's a little sitting area. That's a closet, there's a robe in there. 2 beds. TV, chair, stool. Let's see. I have a fridge. It's cold. But I don't have a microwave, and they didn't say where one was, so I need to call down and see where it is. Here's my view. It's actually not bad. Well, it is in comparison. But it's just a view of the airport, basically. And some building that needs to clean their roof. Yeah, where's the air? It's set to 69. Let's adjust that. Let me just tell y'all about my day, because I haven't talked to y'all all day. I haven't talked to y'all since I've been in Ontario. And let me just tell you, I did the most in Ontario because I'm so tired. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have took a nap before I explored. But I went to the pool. I did tan, sit out there and tan for a little while. I was on the phone with my sister. I was on the phone with Bay. I actually fell asleep on the phone with him. I should have went to bed earlier, but I was on the phone, kikiing. Our pickup was 5:50. We had a 4-hour flight from Ontario to Atlanta. And I'm galley, which means I have to set up all the cars for service. So it's a very busy position. And then when I got to Atlanta, once everybody deplaned, I went to the concourse, took the shuttle to the parking lot, met Bay at the racetrack so that he can get my car because he's taking it to get worked on. In the process of doing that, I lost my sweater. So I'm literally about to go on our website and order another one. I'm so irritated by that. So I lost my sweater. And then he took me back to the airport. I went back to security. We worked from Atlanta to Richmond. Not a bad flight, but air conditioning wasn't working on the plane. Again, because that's the second time this has happened to me. So maintenance came out. They did get it to work a little bit, but it was like the same as my other flight, where it was a little bit cooler in flight, but it was still hot. Still hot. On the plus side, I called the shuttle when we landed. They were outside when we got outside. The hotel's literally like 2 minutes from the airport. Our pickup time is not until 7, which means I will probably wake up at like 5:30, and then well, I might wake up at 5:15 because there's a Starbucks downstairs that opens at 5. I'm not a Starbucks girly, but I have a gift card from a passenger and we get 20% off here, so I'm gonna give me a little latte. I didn't have any coffee, latte, caffeine, or anything today, and I think that's why I might have a headache. I've literally had a headache all day. So I didn't exercise today. I need to, but I'm too tired. I'm pretty sure that I started my cycle in Atlanta. It wasn't like full blown, but it was like remnants of, yes, we're coming, and that's probably why I'm so tired. So y'all know me. I'm about to wipe this makeup off. I'm about to wipe down with Lysol. I'm about to put my food on the plate, find a microwave, heat it up, and I'm about to get in this bed. It's 8:05, which is great because that means I'll have a lot of hours. I'll have a decent amount of hours to sleep, more than what I usually give myself. But anyways, I've never been to Richmond. I'm not doing anything in Richmond. We have the short layover, and I have a lot to do tomorrow. And I think I have 4 legs tomorrow, and let me just tell y'all, I am not a 4-leg girly. 4 legs be taking me out, okay? They be taking me out. And I hate when they give me 4 legs on the last day. Just give me 4 legs on day 1 so I can get it over with. Let me see. Oh no, we don't have 4 legs tomorrow. Okay, good. We only have 3. But we do Richmond to Atlanta. That's an express service, so it shouldn't be too hard. Express service means we only give sun chips or cookies, and then we also just do water bottles or coffee. And then we do Atlanta to Tampa and Tampa back to Atlanta. So all 3 of those flights are express services, so that's good. So they shouldn't be too much. But I get back into Detroit at 4:13, but I will be sitting in Detroit until I can get my flight home at 9. So 4, we might as well say 5 by the time everybody deplanes and I get situated in the lounge. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll be sitting there for 4 hours waiting on my flight. So no, I'm probably gonna try to take a nap because pretty much what I'm trying to do is go from Detroit to Charleston, go pick Annie up, and me and her are driving to Atlanta tomorrow night. So yeah, I need to make sure I take a nap. And then, you know, when we get to Atlanta, I'm off the whole day, but then I have to fly back to Detroit because I have a trip the next day that reports at 9. So I'm probably, well, I get there at midnight, honestly. So I'll probably take a shower before I leave, fly there. Well, midnight to 9, that's 9 hours. I don't want to get a room. I might just sit in the lounge, honestly, and then just take a shower before I go on my flight. I'll figure it out though. Goodbye. Hello. So what I am realizing is, I think the last time y'all saw me was when I worked that Ontario trip, and then I got to Richmond. So when I got to the Richmond hotel, y'all, I felt like maybe there was something going on with that air condition, because I tried to turn it up so that it would like not turn on, but it was still on and it was making me feel weird. And then I turned it off and I started to feel better, but I still ended up like towards the time I was about to go to bed feeling like I was getting sick. And I took a half a Benadryl, I took a Claritin, and I took some Tylenol, and I was able to sleep well. But the next morning I woke up with the sniffles, and then I wasn't fully sick, like feeling horrible, but I had the sniffles for like a few days and it drained down my throat into my chest and I had a cough, and so I never closed out that vlog because I got sick. So let me tell y'all what happened. When I got back to Detroit from Richmond that day, it was the 27th, I booked a flight to where my mom lives and I rented a car. Went to her house, I picked Annie up, and I drove straight from South Carolina to Georgia to a Banfield for Annie to have a doctor's appointment because my mom was saying that her urine stunk and it looked weird, like maybe she had an infection. And there were no appointments in South Carolina until like the end of July. So I took her, we got to the Banfield at 6 in the morning, y'all. So I was literally up for 24 hours because I had woke up at 5 something the day before. And when we got to the parking lot, I took a 2-hour nap and then I dropped her off to the doctor. She did have a UTI, so she's on medication now and she's in Georgia with my uncle. I went back to Detroit. I worked a Norfolk and Savannah trip. I did see my family in Norfolk, but I didn't vlog it. And then I was off for 3 days, so I was home. And then I've been on A-Days ever since. I was on A-Day 6, starting on the July 5th. The first 3 days, they didn't use me at all, which sucks. The 4th day, they only gave me an Austin turn, and then yesterday is when I finally got some action. So I did Atlanta to DC, DC to, no, Detroit to Atlanta, what am I talking about? I did Detroit to DC, DC to Atlanta. In the middle of my flight, they told me, you've been rerouted. So then I did Atlanta to West Palm, so that's where I'm at now. I'm about to go do my jump ropes and stuff. And then when I woke up this morning, I had another schedule change because all I did today was deadhead from West Palm back to Detroit. But when I get back to Detroit, then I do a Detroit to LA. So I'm tacking this on to the end of that Ontario vlog because now I have a long layover in LA. So y'all know I'm gonna go explore in LA. So let's see what I get into. And then the next morning I do LA to Salt Lake, and then they deadhead me back from Salt Lake to Detroit. So sorry this is random, y'all, but enjoy the end of this vlog. My camera is dying. I need to charge it. Bye. Let me just tell y'all something real quick. Don't ever make plans in this industry. I'm back in Detroit. I got rerouted. It's a lot.